Good morning students. Today in this video we will discuss our chapter 1, that is growing plants. So I will ask you a question. Why do we grow plants? We grow plants because plants gives us many things, is not it? It gives us fruit, vegetables and oxygen, rubber, gums. We get many things, plenty of things from plant. Now how we can grow plant? Okay, we know that plant grows from the seed. Okay, there are some plant which grows from the seed, but there are some plant which do not produce seed. Now how they reproduce, how they grow? So in this chapter we shall learn about it. We will learn how new plant grows from seeds, roots, stems, leaves and spores. And the second thing that we are going to learn in this chapter is agriculture. Okay? At first, let us learn new plant from seeds. How new plant grows from seed. So, before entering into this topic, let us discuss the structure of seed. So, there is an activity in your book, activity 1. So, what is the aim of the activity? The aim of the activity is to study a seed. Okay, what are the material required? Kidney beans means rajma. What are the procedures, steps? You have to soak kidney beans overnight, whole night, and next morning you will observe that the kidney bean has absorbed water and it is swallow now, bigger in shape. Okay, in the third step, you have to remove the upper cover of the kidney beans, okay, which is brown in color, usually called seed coat. Okay students, now we will discuss about structure of seed. You see, a seed has an outer covering called seed coat. Seed coat. What is the function of this seed coat? You know, this seed coat protects the newly growing plant and the seed. Okay. Now the next one is micropyle. It is a small hole, okay, which helps in absorbing water. Above the micropyle there is a hilum. Okay, this hilum shows where the seed was attached to the plant, and inside the seed coat there is cotyledon. This region is cotyledon. Now you see some plants are monocot and some are dicot. Now I am going to explain you what is monocot and what is dicot. You see some plants like maize, paddy, okay, they are monocot, means only one cotyledon is there. It cannot be broken into two, okay. Now what happened? Mono means single. Monocot means cotyledon. Okay, some examples are paddy, maize. Okay, these are what? Monocot seeds. Now dicot. Dicot means it has two cotyledons. Okay, like kidney beans, peas, chickpeas, these have what? Two cotyledons, so they are termed as di. Di means two, cot means cotyledon. Is it clear? Now you say students, what happened? All the seeds do not grow as a new plant. Okay, some are destroyed by harsh weather condition and some are eaten by birds and animals as a food, is not it? So what happened? For a proper growth, okay, for a proper growth, a seed required air, water, sunlight and warmth. If a seed gets these four things, it will grow into a new plant. Now you see the process of development of a seed into a new plant is called germination. Now we will see what happens in germination. Okay? Okay, now we will see the stages of germination. You see, at the first step, the seed is sown in the soil. Okay, in the second stage, what happened? The seed coat will break down and a root will develop. Okay, in the third stage, what happened? Root will develop and a small shoot will come out. Okay, in the fourth stage, what happened? The root starts growing and the shoot also develop leaf. Once they develop leaf, what happened? They are able to prepare food by the process of photosynthesis. Is not it? And this cotyledon, it will shrink. Okay, and later on it will grow as a complete plant. Okay, so these are the stages of germination. Okay students, now we will discuss about dispersal of seed. Okay, what is dispersal of seed? Seed in simple term, the scattering of seed, okay, far from the parent plant is called dispersal. Why? I will tell you why dispersal of seed is necessary. You see, if a plant, okay, suppose this is the parent plant and all the seeds fall here and start growing here. What will happen? You know, it will struggle for the nutrient, air, water, sunlight. As a result, what will happen? It cannot grow nicely. Is not it? So, it is very necessary to disperse the seed. So, the process of scattering of seeds from the parent plant is called dispersal of seed. So, seed is dispersed by nature in several ways. We will discuss about it. The first one is by wind. Okay? Some seeds, they are very light in weight. So, what happens? They are dispersed. They are carried away by winds. So, some examples are cotton and dandelion. Okay, the next one is dispersal by water. You see, some seeds, okay, they have waterproof covering. So, they are taken away by water to different places and are dispersed. Now, one example is coconut. Coconut is very heavy in weight, is not it? Still, because of that leathery layer over its body, what happened? It can float in the water. So, coconut, lotus, water lily, the seeds of these plants are dispersed by water. Now, dispersal by animals. Some seeds, okay, they have hook-like structure. Okay, so when animal goes for grazing in the field, it sticks to their body with the help of their hooks. Okay, and in this way it is dispersed from one place to another. Now, dispersal by explosion. Some seeds, they have leathery covering. Okay, they have leathery covering and they are found inside the pods like peas. Okay, when it matures and gets proper sunlight, it bursts out. It bursts out and falls apart from the parent plant. So, in this way it is dispersed. Is it clear? Dispersal of seeds? Okay. Okay students, now we will see how a new plant grows from root. Okay. You see some plants like beetroot, carrot, they store their food in the root. Okay. Root is the edible part which we eat. Is not it? Now, there in the root some buds are present. Okay. Small buds are present. If we cut this bud along with a small portion of the root and plant it in a soil, and if it gets proper air, water, sunlight and warmth, it will grow into a new individual. Okay. So, in this way what happened? Plant grows from root. Okay students, now we will see how plant grows from stem. Okay, see, various natural and artificial methods are there to obtain plant from stem. So, the first one is underground stem. So, what happens in some plant? The stems are found inside the ground. So, they are termed as underground, like potatoes. So, what happens in potato? A small eye is found. Is not it? Potato, ginger. What happens? Small eyes are found. And if we cut this eye and plant it in the soil, what will happen? We will get new plant from this eye. Is not it? Now, the next method is stem cutting method. Now, in some plant like rose, bougainvillea, what happened? They do not produce seeds. Is not it? Now, how we will grow? We will cut a portion. Okay. We will cut a portion from the parent plant and we will plant it in a new pot. And it should get what? Proper air, water, sunlight and warmth. After few we will see that new leaves are coming from this stem. Means what? The plant is growing now. Now the third one is grafting. What is grafting? This grafting is an artificial process by which many hybrid plants are produced. Okay, like apple, mangoes. Okay, suppose you see plant A. Okay, plant A gives sweet apple and plant B gives big apples. Now you want sweet and big apple together. So what you will do? We will cut a portion from plant A. We will cut a portion like this. We will cut it, and from the plant B also we will cut it like this. Now we will put this stem here, and the region which we have taken from plant A, we will call it scion. The upper will be scion and the lower will be stalk. Okay, which is already there in the pot, the lower portion. Now we will tie it with a piece of cloth by adding some nutrients there. After few days, what we will get, we will see that the water is supplied by the stalk, and here small buds, leaves will be there, and the food will be provided by the leaves. We know that leaves prepare food, is not it, for the whole plant. So now it will grow into a new plant which will have big and sweet apple. Okay, so is it clear about grafting? Now we will discuss about layering. What is layering? Now you see in some plants like jasmine, raspberry, what happened? The branches, okay, what happened? It bends so much that it touches the ground. As soon as it touches the ground, it gets what? Water it will get, mineral, again sunlight and air it will get, and it will start producing roots there. So if we cut in this region, what happens? A new plant can be grown from here. Okay, so this process is called what? Layering. Now the next one is runners. In some plants like strawberry, you can see in the diagram what happened. The stem grow horizontally. They are called what? Runners. Okay. Now we will discuss new plants from leaves and spores. Okay. Now you see there are very few plants that grows from leaves. One example is bryophyllum. In bryophyllum, what happened? Small bud-like structure will be formed on the leaf. Okay. Once the condition is suitable, what happens? These buds will fall down and it will grow as a new plant. Okay. Now, new plant from spores. What are these spores? These spores are tiny powder-like structure which are found on the lower surface of the leaves like fern, mosses. Okay, they reproduce by spores. What happens? These spores are tiny round structure. Okay, and what happens? Inside this spore, small seeds are present, like seed-like structures are present. So when they get favorable condition, this outer layer will burst and it will come out and it will reproduce as a new plant then. Is it clear? Okay students, now we will discuss about agriculture. So before entering into agriculture, let us know what is crop. Okay, see, if a particular plant is grown in a very large scale, okay, it is called what? Crop. Now, what is agriculture? The practice of growing crop in a very large scale is called what? Agriculture. Now, here we will discuss what are the practices involved in agriculture. So the first one is preparing the soil for plowing the field. Now, directly we cannot sow the seed in the ground. It's not it. We have to prepare the soil. We have to loosen the soil. It's not it. So we will loosen the soil by plowing the field. You may have seen plow shaft. You can see in the diagram, by using a plow we will plow the field. Okay, why we plow the field? Because it loosens the soil so that the plant will get proper air. Okay. Now, the next one, adding manure and fertilizers. What are these manure and fertilizers? This manure and fertilizer are nothing but the nutrient. We all know that plant require air, water, nutrient, mineral. Is not it? If there is no nutrient in the ground, the plant will not give better yields. Is not it? So we should add manure. Now you see manure is prepared naturally at home by using dead leaves, cow dung. On the other hand, this fertilizer are artificials. Okay? So by adding manure and fertilizer, we are adding nutrient in the soil. Okay? Thirdly, sowing healthy and good quality seeds. So if we will sow good quality of seeds, then what will happen? We will get good quality of food. Is not it? How you will select healthy seeds? See, if you are buying seeds from market, then soak it in water. What happens? The unhealthy seeds will float. Okay, so we can throw that and we can sow the seeds which are at the bottom. Okay. Now, fourth one, irrigation. Irrigation means proper watering is needed. Once you sow the seed, what happens? It will start growing. Is not it? So we have to provide proper water because we know that a seed require air, water, sunlight and warmth. Is not it? Now the fifth one is protecting the land from weeds and pests. Okay? Weeds and pests. Now you have got a new term, weeds. Weeds are unwanted plant. So what will happen if there is unwanted plant in the field? It will take up all the nutrient and the crop which we are growing, it will not get sufficient nutrients. So we need to remove these weeds. And what is pest? Pest means these are the insects, okay, which eat up the crop. And to remove this weed and pest, the farmer applies weedicides or pesticide. These weedicides are nothing but it is a chemical to kill the weeds, and pesticide, it kills the pests. Is it clear? Now harvesting. Once the crop are mature, fully grown, what we do? We cut it down and bring in our home. Is not it? Now the last one is storing. The harvested crops are kept in a dry place to protect it from damage. Okay? So is it clear? Now you see, all the plants, they do not grow in same weather and condition. Is not it? Different plants, okay, they need different weather condition. Some plants, they grow good in hot climate and some plants, they grow good in cold climate. Okay. On the basis of that, crops are divided into two types. They are Rabi crops and Kharif crops. So at first, we will discuss about Kharif crops. Kharif crops are usually sown in the beginning of June and it is harvested at the end of September or October. Okay, the crop are grown under this season because they need plenty of water. Okay, some of these crops are paddy, maize, okay, and Rabi crops. Rabi crops are grown in winter from November and harvested in April because they don't require much water. Example of Rabi crops are cauliflower, bean, peas. This usually grow in winter season. Is not it? Okay students, our video ends here. I hope you have understood something from this video. If you have any doubt, please you can contact me. Thank you and have a good day ahead.